So this is my stacking prototype game. There's no sound, as you can hear. I'm just showing you the behaviour of the game and how it works. So we basically have this spawn pad with a cube that spawns on it that varies in size from 0.5 to 1 metre to 1.5 metres in size, and they will have quite a rustic look and low poly. So you can pull it off by left clicking and dragging, using WASD to move, and you can place it. You can also rotate with Q and E. Once you pull it off, you have 2 seconds after it being out of the spawn pad window that another one will spawn. Now we let the curiosity begin. As you can see, we'll start stacking these here now. You can see that they're varying in different sizes, so this is where you'd have to be a bit strategic in the way that you place things, so you can come up with the best possible way to build your tower as tall as possible. So we also have a zoom that can work here, and you can rotate it then to line it up as intended. Then once you start getting to a certain height, we no longer can reach above it, so we can start making ourselves a bit of a step so we can continue to build. These little ones I like using at the base, but that's just personal preference. So we can hop in here with one of our big ones. These are the 1.5 metre ones. Pick it in, then with our zoom, we can then place this down like so. But as you can see, it's starting to sway a bit towards me, so the balance with the collisions is starting to become a problem. I've noticed when I've been trying in testing to get them to stack any higher than 9 metres real height done, equivalent, that it struggles quite a lot. So I've come up with a solution which I haven't quite completely figured out as of yet, but that is maybe going to a more simple primitive shape rather than stones that have a lot of tiny topology, which by the looks of it isn't the best for the game. You can also see that they do interact with each other and can become quite troublesome if not done correctly. So just keep building here a second. So as you can see, we can jump up and down fine. So now that we're here, we're going to try and place this on better position like so. And then with this one, we can't quite reach it, but we can move it to this one here. So it's a lot closer, so we can use them as stacking blocks to come back up. So now we're going to go out with this one and zoom out. And as you can see when you look up, you can slowly bring it in like so. So what you can see there now is the tower, so that's 1, that's 3, 6, so we could put one more on top and then it would fall, which is quite interesting. And another little fun thing if you're playing co-op, which eventually I'm going to add in, is you can throw blocks. Like so. They're obviously different for each size. The smaller ones go further, etc, etc. So let's add this up here, so you can demonstrate what it looks like. So with these blocks, it's a horrible thing I've put in. If you accidentally walk around, you slip and you push into your blocks that are there, you can knock your tower down quite easy. So that's obviously intended, but it makes it a bit more of a challenge task rather than just putting big square blobs on top of each other. And then eventually when we get to the top up here, you can jump to try and put them up, but then you'd have the things falling down. And then, and then if not done correctly, look, it just falls over. And again, you can just fall in and they just go. You can see how the balancing with physics takes over, and they will self-right, because we did hit that one quite hard. So our next problem is fixing this issue of it wanting to topple over from the slightest things.